So I had this idea the other day. I've been watching a lot of Halo speedrunning videos, and I was watching Frogarcus' video on Cody Miller's Combat Evolved speedrun back in 2011. If you don't know about Cody or his speedrun, I highly suggest watching Frogarcus' video on it, but the gist of it is that Cody was a Halo runner back in the day and was even featured in the Guinness World Records. He got invited to a Games Done Quick event and performed one of the worst speedruns ever, going 2 hours over the estimate and lowering the difficulty 2 separate times. This eventually led to Cody being exposed for cheating and submitting spliced speedruns. It also led to GDQ implementing a rule called the Halo rule, which allows them to end a run if it's going poorly. Anyway, I started thinking to myself, could I beat his time without actually knowing any speedrunning tricks? So many people make fun of Cody's run, but is it really that bad? Even from a casual player's perspective? A little backstory, I do have the Goat Roped achievement for completing Halo in under 3 hours collectively, but I did that about a year ago and I haven't tried any speedrunning related achievements since. Even then, I used video guides to help me and I really don't remember any of the tricks. Because I've been watching Halo speedrunners lately, I understand a decent amount of tricks, but I've never actually attempted them before. So I kinda know how they work, but I don't really know how to actually do them. 3 rules before we begin. I can only use tricks that Cody attempts in his run. This means that if Cody didn't at least attempt it, I can't use it at all. I have to attempt each trick 5 times before giving up, so I can't just try it once and move on. I actually have to give it a few proper attempts before bailing. I have to use classic graphics for the run. Remastered probably wouldn't give me an advantage anyway with my skill set, but Cody was on classic graphics, so are we. With all of that out the way, let's begin. We start off just like a typical playthrough. Wake up from our nap, jump over the pipe, and run towards keys. The first trick that Cody does is when he gets to this point here, he walks through the doorway and then walks backwards. This just lets us save a little bit of time by triggering the cutscene early and not having to walk all the way to Captain Keyes. After talking with Keyes, Cody takes this path here to run through the cafeteria fight. I, on the other hand, proceeded to die to a pair of elites and then got confused when the cafeteria door didn't open for me again. I managed to run past the group of enemies on my second attempt, and shortly after almost lost a fight to an elite who had his back turned to me.
Oh my god.
Not a great start. Cody arrives at this room and throws a plasma grenade at the ceiling, landing on the stairs and boosting himself up to the second floor and onto the next section. It took me a few more attempts than him, but I managed it pretty easily.
No, that's...
Bruh.
Nope.
The remainder of this level is pretty simple. Just run as fast as you can to the end. I finished the level about 25 seconds slower than Cody did. Right at the beginning of the level Halo, there's a pretty easy skip you can do involving some very simple grenade jumping. Regardless of how easy it is, Cody just takes the regular path. This part with the dropships, my strategy was just to spam grenades where the enemies jump out, and then clean up the stragglers with my pistol. Cody's was to hide in the main structure and proceed to die 10 times. I'll let you decide who did better.
Man, this isn't going well.
Okay, pay attention now. Once the 4th dropship arrives, Cody uses a secret ancient technique I've never seen utilized in a speedrun before. He backs out to the menu and drops the difficulty to heroic. Absolute genius. After lowering the difficulty, we play through the start of the level all over again. Cody does this little skip here, which isn't really a trick, more of just a slight time save, but I managed to completely mess it up regardless. In the light bridge room, we park our Warthog and use it to jump up to the control panel, allowing us to skip the fight in this room. Once we get to the outdoor section, Cody goes to each site and kills all the survivors. Typically you're supposed to save all the survivors and help them exfil, but if they're all dead, the game allows you to move on to the next section immediately. I don't really know the timings or anything for killing the survivors, I just tried to copy how Cody did it. So anyways, I started blasting. I lost a little bit of time here because I got lost and thought I went the wrong way, but otherwise I pretty much just followed Cody's path, gunned down all the survivors, took out the enemies in the final section, and finished the level.
There's our ride.
The beginning of Truth and Reconciliation is honestly pretty straightforward. I just kept moving and shooting. I managed to get to the grav lift in about 5 minutes without any deaths. Let's see how Cody did.
Sam's here. Whoops. You have voted for him?
Oh boy. This level usually takes me a while to get through, so I honestly just fought my way as effectively as possible. There's a trick you can do in this big hangar where you stack a few grenades and launch yourself to the upper floor, skipping a lot of gunfights and a few triggers. This is one of the few tricks that I was really intimidated by. I have absolutely no clue how to actually perform this grenade jump. Luckily for me, I don't think Cody did either, so I just chose to copy what he did, which is stacking 3 plasma grenades on the overshield and just praying to God. It worked as well for me as it did for him. After failing the grenade jump multiple times, Cody decides to just play through the level normally. Everybody in the room is thrilled.
You know what, we'll just do this normally.
Cody proceeds to then take his time killing all enemies all the way to Captain Keyes. After rescuing Keyes, he somehow gets the trigger skip as if he successfully did the grenade jump, even though he went through the hangar normally.
Whatever we did.
I guess he's just better. Cody starts off the level and immediately goes backwards. Has bro ever played Halo before? Now we're actually going this way because there's a trick that allows us to skip basically the whole level. There's a door that's supposed to close before you get to it, forcing you to go across the island and open it again. But if we drive our Warthog towards it and fling ourselves out, we can actually get through the door right before it shuts. Okay, so remember at the top of the video when I said I don't actually remember any tricks?
I was acting.
I have done this trick before, and it's pretty easy to do, even for me. So I was really hoping I'd be able to perform it again. Let me just show you how my first attempt went.
Oh, I got it! Meh. Oh my god, I got it first try. Oh my god!
I was so amazed by the fact that I got through the door and did the drop that I missed the overshield and died at literally the easiest part. It took me a fair few more attempts to get through again, and I probably lost some time here to Cody, but man, it would have been so cool if I actually got it on the first try. After hitting the cutscene, I followed Cody's path here, leading to a simple grenade jump, which of course he messed up twice, grabbed the camo, and pretty much just walked out the front door and hopped back in the Pelican. Cody spends the first 10 minutes of this level trying to do the bridge fall skip. Just like the door on Silent Cartographer, I kind of know how to do this trick, but after about 10 minutes of my own trying, this was the farthest that I got. I'm kind of really grateful that Cody wasn't able to pull this trick off because it pretty much skips the whole level, and I'm really not sure if I would have been able to pull it off. Then again, this is who I'm competing against.
Oh, wow.
Cody goes so slow through the remainder of the level, it's excruciating, like he spends over 15 minutes just crossing both these bridges. Towards the end of the level, he gets into one of these turrets for some unknown reason and proceeds to get stuck by a grunt. What the f are you even doing? The only resemblance of any kind of trick in this entire level is this one spot where Cody attempts a grenade jump at the camo power-up to get to the other side of the room. I'll just show you how he went. See, Cody? This is how you do it. The rest of 343 Guilty Spark literally just consists of Cody getting lost and dying a lot.
See, now I'm like actually legitimately lost. People want to hear your voice.
A little further into the level, Cody messes up the simplest jump about 4 times. Just look at the faces of the guys on the sofa next to him. Honestly, Cody's performance in the next 3 levels is so uneventful, I think it's easier to summarize all of them together rather than go through each level individually. Right at the start of the library, he lowers the difficulty for a second time, dropping it down to normal. Just a reminder, this was supposed to be a legendary speedrun. Anyway, Cody manages to make the most boring level in the game even less interesting by just playing through it normally and not using any tricks at all. On 2 betrayals, he takes about 10 minutes to get down to the bottom of the pyramid and then proceeds to play the rest very slowly and passively, literally nothing else of note.
I'm so wanting this to end right now.
On the level keys, he again plays through the level without really doing any tricks and just taking the regular path. I think at this point everyone in the room has completely checked out and are now debating who would win in a fight between Master Chief and SpongeBob.
SpongeBob could just take the beating and... I don't know if Master Chief can handle the pressure at the bottom of the sea.
Starting on the Maw, I don't even know what Cody is doing. Like, to be clear, there's nothing wrong with being bad at video games, but I don't understand why you'd agree to a speedrunning event when you don't even know how to handle certain encounters. He's not even looking at the door that blasts open. Did you forget where you're going again?
See, now I'm like actually legitimately lost.
Like, you're on normal difficulty at this point, and you're still dying to heavily scripted moments. Cody also tries this trick where the door bumps you through the ceiling, failing miserably in typical Cody fashion. I attempted it myself and popped right through. I guess this counts as doing the trick? During the reactor section, Cody does what I do almost every time I play this level and falls off. I'm pretty sure this guy next to Cody died of boredom about 3 levels ago. All that's left to do is the Warthog run. The final trick of the run is this 360 that Cody does here. As far as I'm aware, this is just done to lower the chance of flipping your Warthog when you land. Here's my attempt of it.
Oh shit, did I fuck this up? How the fuck did I do that?
I honestly didn't even know this geometry existed over here. Anyway, I did make up for it directly after with this front flip.
Oh. What?
And there you have it. We ended with a time of 3 hours and 39 seconds. Pretty terrible, I know, but we still came in over an hour faster than Cody.
What's that, like 4.5 hours? No problem, yeah.
A couple of bonus stats for all you statistic nerds out there. I counted 100 deaths on Cody's part, not including when he would revert to a checkpoint. Assault on the control room was particularly bad for Cody, resulting in 33 deaths. My personal performance, I had 48 deaths and died 19 times on assault on the control room. Pretty much all of those deaths just came from attempting the bridge fall trick. Here's a comparison between our times for each level. Cody actually bested me on Pillar of Autumn, Silent Cartographer, Keys and the Maw, albeit only by about 2 minutes per level. I'm sure by now you can tell that I'm not very good at speedrunning, but I'm still better than a Guinness World Record holder.